It's the beginning of the last quote-unquote workday of a long week. Woo! You're exhausted, tired, worn out from being intentional and wringing every last drop of productivity out of the week. Or so I hope so. Maybe you're thinking, I cannot wait for the weekend and TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. Stop. Don't do that. It's time to finish strong. Get your mind right and finish. It's not about how you start the week, the month, or the year. True top performers know how to finish. So listen. Listen to this short clip and get your headspace leveled up and go finish strong. This is Finish Strong Fridays. Destroyer mode. This is from Jocko Willink's book, Discipline Equals Freedom. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to have some commentary, but you have to hear this. Where does the switch come from? The overdrive, the berserker mode, the full-on destroyer that will not stop. I think this is something that is learned, and it is a hard lesson, and not everyone gets it. And it's an important lesson, a critical one. It is the thing that allows you to go the extra distance, to dig a little deeper, to push a little harder, to get after it. And it actually takes two opposing forces to bring it to life. It takes both emotion and logic to reach your maximum potential, to really give everything you have, to go beyond your limits, because emotion and logic will both reach their limitations. And when one fails, you need to rely on the other. When it just doesn't make any logical sense to go on, that's when you use your emotion, your anger, your frustration, your fear to push further, to push you to say one thing: I don't stop. When your feelings are screaming that you've had enough, when you think you are going to break emotionally, override that emotion with concrete logic and willpower that says one thing: I don't stop. Fight weak emotions with the power of logic. Fight the weakness of logic with the power of emotion. And in the balance of those two, you will find the strength and the tenacity and the guts to say to yourself, I don't stop. Now, this notion of the destroyer mode has to be rooted deep. Has to be really, really deep, okay? And what I mean by that is simple. I learned this early on in my life. I didn't know how to control my emotions. Now I do. But what I did do is I went in overdrive mode. When I would get anxious, have emotions, I would start to take action, because that's the only way that I knew how to deal, how to cope. Now I have logic, but you have to be able to utilize these both. I highly recommend checking out Jocko Willink's Spotify playlist, where he reads these as well. It's a little intense, so better put your big boy or big girl britches on if you're going to listen to it. Pick up that book too. Take your past experiences, utilize them to drive you forward, not to pull you back. It's all up to us. It's all up to you to finish strong this week and keep on going. Go get some. Hey, compressors, if something you heard struck you, made you feel a little bit uncomfortable, good. Head on over to compressionpodcast.com. And then you can also subscribe wherever you listen to your podcasts at. If you feel inclined to, please leave us a review. It's obviously helpful. But instead, I'm going to call you out today. I'm going to call you out and make sure that you do your part, sharing this message by sharing it with one person that might need to hear what we talked about today. Be great. Nothing else pays.